move on the hush. Never run for none, I face my fears. I just drop for none, month to month, still from year to year. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my D-Day. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Do it again, again, again. Do it again, again, again. never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out. When I'm too worn out. So I'm never coming down. Never coming down. Never coming down again. I was born to be this high, born to be this high, born to be this high, my friend. Won't you come up here?
Welcome, everybody. My name's Angela, and I've got Alice beside me here, and Alice is going to introduce the skaters.
Okay, so we have game 4 on the Statewide Stampede 2026 semi-finals. Up we have, what is it? Chicos versus
South Sea or Banshees.
For the Banshees, we have Steve 01. Okay. 01, Steve. 21, Freddie Mercury. 2, Palm. 212, Dilemma. 26, Chaos. 360, Mary Extreme. 24, One Hit Wonder. 404, Fleabag. 500, Smiles. 82, Slam. 83, Vicious Citrus. 030, Bombshell. And 1054, Spendy.
And in the black from Indigo, we have Dragon City Roller Derby, also known as the Chicos.
Yeah.
We have 10 KTKO, 112 Goose Lightning, 14 Kilbo Wagons, 16 Solid Rage, 22 Argy Bargy, 34 Bearskin Bruiser, 4 Sharp Cheddar, 444 Damage Patch Doll, 5 Calamity, 77 Crackerjack, 8 Hellion, 86 Razorback, 9 Sticks, and 99 Inner Pickle.
And for refs, we have Corey, Knickerbocker, Gary, Hypodermic,
Misdemeanor.
Lankenstein, Beck, and Killer Curls.
And off skates officials, we have OG, Pancakes, Rumor, Muggles, Shred Bundy, Rexy Whistledown, Natter Nine Tails, Lady Killer Tom, Ginger Snap, and Evil Offspring. There's our rolling whistles to start the game.
Jen has Kilbo Baggins 1-4 for Chicos, and Fleabag 404 for Banshees. And we are off, and they're fighting pretty hard, trying to get through. Both teams have it locked down very well. They are doing amazing work.
Bit of offense by Chaos for the Banshees.
We have two Fleabag.
Banshees.
Kilbo's out behind her, pretty close. Coming in, forcing the call off for a 2 versus 0.
Great conditions here today. It's an excellent track, although I believe a bit slippery in places. Alice, you've skated today. How did you find it?
It wasn't too bad. I had a really good game today, so I enjoyed the track. It was, slippery and but good. All right, up now we have Damage Potch Doll for Chicos and Spendy for Banshees. Where Spendy has got through and picked up lead, and Damage Patch Doll right behind them. Katie forcing the call off. Beautiful work for 1 and 0, bringing total to 3 to 0.
Anyone watching online at home, I can pop a shout out in the comments and we'll try and read those out periodically. We've got a shout out saying, go Rezabec and the Chicos from Raise 'em Up.
Up for the Chicos, we have Goose Lightning and the Banshees.
Fleabag.
Fleabag. Oh, a few people going down, but getting straight back up. Well done.
Pushing that triangle at the front there. Oh. No, it's
There it is again. We have a cut.
no,
No,
seemed it. Okay, I just said that got lead to Goose.
so Goose has been awarded lead and is coming up now with Fleabag right behind them.
Oh,
Picking up.
collecting the points and tapping the hips.
Nice. For all 4 points. Picking up 4 points, taking the lead, and South Sea is still on 3. Up to jam now, we have Kilbo and Citrus.
Pre-jam hug. Everyone rolled everywhere, all these friends.
All nice to see, isn't it? We'll get along before that whistle goes.
After the whistle, they have both held them.
Kilbo going exciting, picking up lead. Well done. Citrus has taken the hat off, but has got out themselves. So
The scoring pass.
Kilbo picking up all 4 points.
Guess the points.
The hat is now back on Citrus, and they're in for scoring pass. Kilbo back around for their second scoring pass. Having to fight for every point.
Real wall of blockers at the front.
Amazing. Citrus still at the back here. Kilbo picking up another 4 points. Ooh, I just hit out the Kilbo. Citrus still pushing out the front. But they are getting locked down so well by these blockers.
Bit of offense from Razorback, but hasn't got Kilbo through just yet on this task.
Citrus is fighting at the front here with KTKO and Helen. Helen?
2 blockers
They
to
have
better
it
still.
locked down. Both teams doing very good defense.
That was like hard work for the
That was like very hard work. I think every point is going to be fought for in this game. So Dragon City picking up 11 points in that jam and South Sea picking up 4, bringing the total to South Sea 7, Dragon City 15.
Got another online shout out saying good luck, Steve, from Darcy.
This is Steve's second game for the day.
Youthful stamina.
I know. Shark can still do it. We have damage for check and Spendy for South Sea. The pack is really stretched out and Spendy is through to pick up lead. Damage not far behind, right on the tail. We have one South Sea blocker in the bin, so Spendy coming in, calling it off. 0-0.
Sometimes that's the best way to play it.
Absolutely.
Each team trying to get points.
Play the smart game, not the hard game.
Got another shout out online. With lots of black and love hearts for DCRD.
Up jammer, we have Goose and Bombshell. Both hitting in the back of that pack hard and getting locked down.
That's some solid triangles.
Little bit of offense for Chicos, helping Goose pick up lead. Bombshell not far behind. who's coming through. Oh, going for an apex jump and calling it off.
Didn't quite land the apex jump.
Still picked up one, but missed out on the apex jump points. All right, lining up for South Sea, we have Fleabag jammer, and for Chicos, we have Kilwo Baggins. Both teams really locking down that defense and doing it amazing to lock these jammers down. The Kilbo has done it and picked up lead. Fleabag has taken the star off to see if they can get through or do a pass. Amazing. They've made their way through now. They'll put the hat back on and start scoring points on their next pass. Kilbo's not going to let that happen though. They're going to call it off.
I need time a little tap of the hips. You don't have to wave your arms everywhere as long as your jammer see.
Dragon City picked up 2 points in that jam, bringing their total to 18. South Sea on 7. Lining up to jam now, we have Damage Touch Doll from Chicos and Fleabag from South Sea. Right, everybody going very hard in this one and doing excellent. Damage has been awarded lead, but got recycled back by Harm. No, they're through. Spendy's fighting their way through the initial with the hat off.
That's a star pass on the outside.
Has been passed. Damage, seeing what points they can get. We now have Smiles as jam on the South Sea, but Damage has pulled it off. Picking up 4 points for Dragon City, South Sea on 7, Dragon City on 22. We have had an official time, I think. Well, the officials talk about what they need to make sure everything is up to date.
Gotta get that paperwork right.
Absolutely.
Speaking of paperwork, let's have a look at any penalties that have been incurred so far, because we're all over the state. We won't single anyone out, but if you're at home, you can see them on the screen. So a pretty clean game so far.
Very clean game. Well done.
Having said that, you can see our referees issue no track at this point. There seems to be a little bit of confusion as to who the penalties.
It was the jammer of the last jam, which would be Damage Patch Doll. Being
So they'll have to start the next jam in their penalty box. They are still eligible to get leave from there if it hasn't already been awarded by the time they enter the track. Bit of time out.
on the tail, starting with what we call a power jam. Only one jammer on track. South Sea being able to do offense wholeheartedly because they don't have a jammer to fight against. Bombshell got through. Amazing is coming around for the scoring pass. Hitting that tripod hard and going for the push out. Penalty has been issued to the pivot for an out of play blocking. We have Damage back on track now, going in for their initial pass.
Crashing through and running into their own block out.
That happens so much. Bombshell doing an amazing job getting their way through, picking up all 4 points. Damage getting through for their initial pass.
Race to the back between the jammers.
Bombshell hitting and getting a straight through.
That's going to work to their advantage.
Damage pushing up that inside line, but getting it taken out. Drawn it all the way back. Damage pulling themselves through for 4 points. Bombshell getting another pass and another 4 points, pulling it off for a 16-point jam. Southsea now on 23 and Dragon City on 26. Southsea picked up 16 points in that jam and Dragon City picked up 4. Up to jam now for Chicos, we have Goose Lightning, and for Southsea, we have Fleabag. Blockers starting very far on the track. Goose using that line advantage and picking up lead.
Super.
KO,
Edge. And but outside's fine. Both jammers using the line.
absolutely.
Beautifully.
Goose just sneaking their way through, forcing the call off, picking up 4 points to Southsea 0. All right, we have Kilbo Bayham set up for Chicos and Spendy for Southsea.
This is a slightly different channel.
Gemma's just haven't yet. Pushing through. And we have Kilbo through for lead. Spendy getting knocked around a bit, but fighting hard and is out of the pack for their initial.
Putting the star back, well, you can't score points without it.
You can't. Kilbo has got through. Spendy's hit the back of the pack, so both are on their scoring pass. Dragon City are knocking down them skaters using every inch of that 10-foot, 20-foot that they're allowed. Kilbo has hit the back of the pack now for the second scoring pass. Spendy coming around. Kilbo pulling it off before Spendy is able to pick up. No, they picked up 1. Spendy is a quick little bean. Bringing Southsea to 24 and Dragon City to 37.
Spread speeding in the jam. If you can do it, you might just pick up that 1 or 2 extra points. So on the jammer line, we have Goose for Chicos.
Bombshell for Southsea. Bombshell getting through for lead. Goose getting recycled down the back there. Bombshell is in for their scoring pass. Goose is still on their initial. Blockers are really locking down. Goose is doing amazing work. Chicos are coming back to do a bit of offense, and we have had a star pass. Goose has passed it on, and the pivot will now become the jammer. Bombshell coming in for another scoring pass, picking up all 4 points.
Cheddar is picking some points in the pack or trying very hard to.
Oh, they're getting recycled back, but they are hitting very hard. So we'll get do well. Both teams blockers blocking down that jam are very strong, using every inch of the pack that they can, not giving up. Out of space and shows through for another 4 points. Sharp Cheddar picking up another 4 points as well.
Janice,
Bombshell pulling it before any or either of them could pick up any more points. So we've got a draw at the moment. Southsea on 41, Dragon City on 41. Southsea picking up 12 points in that jam and Dragon City picking up 4. This is going to be a very tight game.
Two evenly matched teams, which given this the semi-finals is probably surprising.
And I think that's done on purpose. They've done very well to match the teams up today. Lining up for Chicos, we have Damage Patch Doll and Fleabag for Southsea. I think we have an official timeout at the moment as Corey is chatting to NSO.
Just sorting out some official things.
Yeah. While they do that, shall we check penalties again? What do we got? Southsea on 3 penalties and Dragon City on, what do we got, 5 now. Picked up a few more penalties since we last saw them, but still doing awesome.
There's still time to buy raffle tickets if anyone wants to pop over. I believe it's been drawn at the end of this game. Just pop over and see everyone in the entrance if you'd like to support the roller derby today. With, and it looks like there's some really good prizes too.
Also, we have the Gippsland Pride Cup coming up in November, I think it was. If you love roller derby and want to come support, you can pick up tickets at the entrance, I think. The penalty box today was sponsored by Hire a Hobby, property maintenance at Latrobe Valley.
Thanks for your support.
Had a skater just decide to sit down. KTKO just having a sit, having a rest.
Conserve some energy.
Yeah. Bench coming out to offer some support. Give some high fives, always good to see.
Keeping up the energy while we wait for the play to resume. Shout out to our photographers today. See Paul High in the middle, who has plenty of experience with taking fantastic photos of roller derby. So if you pop onto the Statewide Stampede social, you'll see lots of photos from today.
All right, we've had the rolling whistle and 30 seconds. Up for Chicos, we have Damage Touch Doll, and Southsea, we have Fleabag. Up to Jan.
Empty penalty box. All skaters on track.
We have some blockers doing some amazing things.
That's quite spread out.
Spread out. Both pods being locked down. We have Damage Patch out for lead, fighting very hard and getting through their blockers. Fleabag has taken the hat off and is trying to push their way through with the start off their head.
Chicos are working well together, covering collectors.
Look at that team movement. They're using every inch of the pack. They're doing a bridge now. So we have 3 different people doing the bridge and KTKO working hard out the front there.
Meanwhile, Damage Patch is fighting through for some points.
Damage Tash just decided to call it, picking up points as Fleabag came around to try and score some. Damage picking up all 4 points, bringing Dragon City's total to 45 and South Sea's total to 41.
Still as a jammer, got your 4 points and called it off.
Absolutely. For Chicos, we have lining up is Kilbo Baggins, and for South Sea, we have Citrus. Oh, hard hit there on Citrus. Getting a forearms penalty for the blocker that initiated the hit. Both teams locking down their jammers very hard using the tripod method. 2 butts in a brace. South Sea bridging out, that Kilbo taking lead. Citrus still fighting hard at the front of that track and getting out. Kilbo coming up to the back to start scoring pass and has got through, picked up all points and has called it off.
So it extends the lead, which is now at an 8-point gap with Dragons Chicos in front.
So, do you want us to try and step in a little bit? No. Right, we have Goose coming up to jam and Spendy. Spendy at the front and Goose at the back, but pushing through. All jammers doing well to recycle. Goose flipping out the front and picking up lead. Spendy very close behind them. Going to chase them down to pressure that call off. Try and get some points.
Other blockers are racing there at the front of the pack. It's harder to score those.
Oh, Spendy sneaking in there and picking up 3 points. And
1 point for the Chicos.
1 Chicos. Also, we have just been informed that the raffle will be drawn at halftime. If you want to get any last-minute raffle tickets, now is your chance, but this will be the last chance. So go on down to the entrance, buy some more raffle tickets, and at halftime it will be drawn. But I think it's a so we have Kilbo and Fleabag. No, Bombshell. Bombshell is Gemma picking up lead. Kilbo right behind them. Getting their points, calling it off.
Very clear instructions
For 2 points to 0.
Always great to hear communication from the bench coaches. Yeah, I think their jammers went to call it off.
Both teams, bench coaches, very able to project their voice, which is amazing to hear. All right, lining up, we have Fleabag for South Sea and Damage Patch Doll for Chicos. Damage
So sneaky out the outside.
outside using not much line to get through and has picked up lead. We have a blocker in the bin and Fleabag has got out for their initial pass. Damage has come through, picked up all 4 points and is coming around again. We have Fleabag that's picked up all 4 points as well as Damage hits through again. There's no cap forward. We have 3 South Sea Jam blockers in the bin at this time. So there will be
spiral there.
There will be 1 blocker on track taking on Goose. And Citrus will come up against all 4 blockers for the Chicos. This is always a hard fight, but it can be done. We've had Chicos bench call a timeout, I think. or an official?
It's called as an official timeout if I heard correctly.
No?
Furrowed brow.
It's just trying to
What's happening?
Oh, I
think
think
it was a question of the scorers. Our Java refs are checking in with the score trackers.
we are.
Does have to be rectified straight after the jam in which the score was made. So that's why the SCU.
So 2 points were missed
So
for
that's better.
on that second pass of damage, picked up 2 points. And Spendy picked up nothing. So it had 4 points versus 6, and the scoreboard now reflects that. So South Sea on 50, Dragon City on 56. So Goose has taken on Harm by themselves, and Harm doing amazing, but an outplay being called. Goose has taken lead. We have Chaos back as a blocker for South Sea. So we have 2 blockers on track for South Sea now. Bombshell getting through. Goose sneaking down that line, picking up at 4 points.
Under instructions from the bench to keep skating.
Keep going. Why would you not when you've got 2 blockers to take on? They are very strong blockers. Getting through, picking up all 4 points and calling it off. So an 8-point jam for Dragon City. And the 3-point jam for South Sea. Bringing South Sea to 53 and Dragon City to 64. Up next, we have Kilbo Baggins and Citrus.
7 minutes left in the half.
Kilbo using all their force to push on that tripod, break it up and get lead. Citrus is fighting at the back of this Chico tripod, but these blockers are very strong. They have pulled it out and now have their initial. Kilbo has hit the back of the pack and has stumbled a little bit, but got back straight back up and is fighting. Both jammers just keep getting recycled by each one. Kilbo getting past it, pulling it out, getting that 4 points. While we have Citrus stuck at the back of the pack with our Chico blockers, recycling very well and locking down that jammer.
And somebody's taking it out to the outside and recycling back.
Kilbo just deciding to call it. They've fought as much as they can and they've done amazing. Picking up 2 points to Sassy's 4 for 4 and 6 total. And the running total for South Sea is 57 and Dragon is 70. Lining up
Just crept up a little bit, just opened a little bit of a bigger gap.
not much. That's one.
Just what I was thinking.
Right, Spendy and Damage Touch Doll on to jam this time. Spendy pushing and getting up, picking up lead. Damage Touch Doll
Millimeters in about
millimeter back line. And Spendy's hitting the back of the back or but gets knocked out. This tripod is doing so well at them put outs. Spendy's picked up 4 points. Damage to come to the back of the pack and is starting to score points themselves. Spendy coming into the back of the pack for their second scoring pass. Damage still on their first. Spendy getting hit.
Efforts by Chicos to hit out on the outside line and successful. Shows the strength of Spendy.
Damage getting through for their scoring pass, picking up 4 points. Spendy is hitting the back and calling it off. Picking up all 4 points, bringing their total to 12 for the Jam and their total for the game to 69. Dragon City picked up 4 for the Jam, bringing their total to 74. Closing that gap, there's still only 5 in it. This is a very tight game. Both teams fighting for every point that is on that board. Up to Jam now, we have Goose and Bombshell. Bombshell creeping up that inside line and picking up lead. There's a behind them. The pack is sped up a bit. Everyone trying to get to that front position. Not wanting to risk it, they've decided just to end it at 0-0.
Some nice work by the blockers, just holding up
Absolutely.
opposition blockers, stopping the pack from racing away, as sometimes happens with jammers and neck and neck. The pack can speed up.
It's the best thing to not always offs. Up to Jam now, we have Kilbro Baggins and Fleabag. Kilbro hitting the back of the pack, but Fleabag using them lines. Kilbro has got through and picked up lead. Fleabag using the amazing footwork, but getting knocked out by Calamity. They've taken the Jam star off now to either pass or try and distract the blockers. And we have a penalty for the pivot on Chico's.
Just a little bit of
Coming through. Direction. And Fleabag right behind them has put the star back on, is coming in for their scoring pass now.
pack is racing.
They're deciding to run it, so everyone's trying to hustle to that front and just speeding up that pack. Kilbro, bit of jammer on jammer action. Kilbro trying to slow Spendy down. Fleabag, sorry. But they picked up that inside line and just breathed.
More successful at navigating the speedy pack.
Kilbro getting for a 4-4 jam. One scoring pass each. South Sea at 73 and Dragon City at 82.
So there was a late change, it was an 84 jam.
Oh,
Dragon City.
Dragon City pick up 2 scoring passes. Up to jam now, we have Goose Lightning and Spenty. Nobody in the penalty box, so all 8 jet blockers are on tracks. Then just using that inside line, they're both can get through on not much space.
Nearing the end of the half.
Spendy getting through very quick. Picking up all 4 points. Goose fighting
into half time to gather as many points as possible in this jam.
Absolutely. Spendy calling it, picking up 2 points.
Goose going to get points on the final pass, so the total score for the jam, South Sea 6 points, Dragon City 4 points. And that takes us into half time, I believe.
There it is, the rolling whistle. We're at half time.
We'll take a break and we'll see you in 15 minutes. Although we may be announcing the raffle soon. So watch this space.
I wanna share this view. I wanna share this view with you. We're never coming down, never coming down, never coming down again. We were born to be this high, born to be this high, born to be this high, my friend. Broken people fly. me staring. Got me wearing strange stuff. You think I'm loco? It's just a poncho. Heads are turning one by one. What have you done? Mato waka. Got me yearning. A bonfire trance got me drumming. Sun is rising. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in.
I can bring you in mind. I like the way you do it. Love is the only true remedy. I open up to it and I receive it. I am me. I am everything. Skimming by.
It's my call. Pocahontas, you think I'm loco? You think I'm crazy? Mato waka. Pocahontas, heads are turning one by one. What have you done? Mato waka. Pocahontas, purple goddess, got me wearing crystals. You think I'm loco? Maybe un poco. Heads are burning one by one. This is fun. Abracadabra, inside my chakra. Sit down for a while, meditate, you fly high. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice in. Shut the mice. Heads are burning one by one. This is fun.
Polka got mad flow. My rhythm tight, so I stretch like the trees grow.
What?
It's a Mata Waka fire show.
We let it burn. If you were triggered, then you must go. The polka no bad beat. My whip kindness, I kill him with the LOV. Yeah. It's a Mata Waka fire show. We let it burn in the night. It's my call, y'all. I'm everything.
you thinking? Give me what you're drinking.
Welcome back, everybody. To Game 4 of the Statewide Stampede 2026 semi-finals, we have the Banshees of South Sea versus the Chicos of Dragon City.
A very close first half, and we'd like to thank our hosts, C Southeast Alliance. The three leagues that make up C have done a great job with hosting today. providing us with a great venue, laying the track, maintaining the track. So thanks so much for all the volunteer time that's gone into that. So we've got 30 seconds until the second half starts.
I might remind you of our teams. We have Dragon City, KTKO, Goose Lightning, Solid Rage, Fair Skin Bruiser, Damage Patch Dog, Crackerjack, Razorback, Inner Pickle, Nick Vicious, Kilbo Baggins, Argy Bargy, Sharp Cheddar, Calamity James, Hallian and Sticks.
And for South Sea, we have our guest skater Steve. We have Spendy, Palm, Chaos, Mary Extreme, One Hit Wonder, Calamity Pain, Vicious Citrus, Bombshell, Freddie Mercury, Dilemma. I believe him is only on the bench today and not skating. Fleabag, Smiles, and Slam.
Cool. As we wait for the game to get underway, we're getting some thumbs up from all the refs as they take their positions. First up to jam for Chickers, we have Goose Lightning, and for South Sea, we have Fleabag. Five seconds it's being called, and we're on our way. We're off again with Goose trying to take that inside line, but just getting kicked out by these blockers. We have Fleabag out the front here, picking up lead, really, but KO not making it easy.
Final blocker. Some great bridging from the
Out for initial. Fleabag in the middle of the pack, hitting it hard in the seams, trying to take them edges, getting their hips around to force a call.
collecting 3 of the 4 points.
3.
Didn't get that final blocker.
And that's Beck, who is Betchy as a ref. As we come around, we've got Damage Patch Doll for Chicos, and we've got Citrus for South Sea. Chicos using all of their blockers to keep Citrus there, and Damage fighting very hard at the front there against all them South Sea blockers. But we have a step back.
No pack signal from our pack referees.
Damage Patch Doll picking up lead and coming around for their scoring pass. Citrus has removed the hat.
Display of strength and balance on the outside.
Damage Patch Doll picking up 4 points. Coming around for their second scoring pass, while Citrus is still fighting for their initial inside that pack. The Jam mentioned their best, hoping for a pass, passing it off to Chaos, and Chaos getting locked down by KO at the front there. Still fighting hard at Chaos.
K versus K.
Damage has hit the back of the pack again and is going in for a second scoring pass, pulling it off.
Holding the Banshees.
Managing to pick up all 4 points though. Dragon City picking up 8, South Sea picking up 0, bringing the total to South Sea 82, Dragon City 98.
16-point gap, which I think is probably the biggest gap of the game. I haven't been thinking.
I think it's probably the biggest gap of the game.
We're a statistician.
All right, lining up, we have Kilbo and Spendy. Spendy for South Sea and Kilbo for Chicos. Both very dynamic skaters doing very well, but these blockers are tough.
Kilbo and Baggins just taking themselves off track just in case they have us.
But getting
Sure they get through and get beaten.
tiny gap again. Ali has got through. Oh, the hat nearly fell off, but managed to catch it. Kilbo hitting the back of the pack, but getting tapped out and pulling it off, as they can see Spendy coming around that corner. Getting 0 points. No, 3. Picking up 3 points for Kilbo and 0 for Spendy.
The Dragon City Chicos just passing the 100-point barrier. Now on 101 to South Sea 82.
Jen is lining up a Bombshell for South Sea and Goose for Chicos. Some sneaky offense from South Sea there. But Goose managed to pick up lead. Bombshell not far behind, fighting to get out. Spendy's hit the back of the pack. Goose has hit the back of the pack, picking up
Pulling it off on one leg.
one leg.
Love the style.
All 4 points for Bombshell 0. Dragon City are playing a very strategic game here, getting them 4 points, pulling it off, making us fight for every point on that board. But it seems to be working for them.
South slow and steady accumulation of absence in the right direction to Dragon City in this half.
We have Damage, Patch, Joel, and Fleabag fighting for the jammer position. Damage getting through and picking up lead. Fleabag not far behind them though.
Pack racing away. Jammers trying to gain some ground on the pack, but they did not having much luck because the pack is moving fast.
Pulling it off, not risking it because the pack was going very fast and it's not solid when it's fast.
No point wasting a heap of energy chasing the back and not scoring any points.
Not at all. Play smart game, not a hard game. All right, we have Damage, Kill Bangers, Sliding, and Citrus for South Sea. Bilbo and Citrus both fighting at the back of that pack. One big cluster of people, everybody pushing. Chicos is locking down that blocker as Kilbo gets through to pick up lead. Citrus has got through though, not far behind them. We have a Chico blocker in the bin at the moment. Kilbo going through,
Penalty.
picking up points, and they're going to push it all the way to the end. Wow. We had Citrus try and go for an apex jump there.
There's no space on that inside.
Not let it happen. She had it all over this jet blocker here.
So wrong block out.
Kilbo coming around again, hitting the back of that pack, and a few skaters going down. All the skaters back on track now. We have Kilbo pushing out the front of the South Sea and Citrus still locked down at the back with them Chicos. Kilbo's called it off. Citrus picking up 3 points. Kilbo picking up 8. Bringing South Sea's total to 85. Dragon Cities to 113.
So extending that lead.
Absolutely.
Actually.
Dragon City are not letting any points bleed on this one. They are keeping everything tight and fighting.
We have a Goose Lightning.
Up against Oh, Goose seeing that inside line and taking the advantage, picking up lead. No, we have spent it actually, but Goose in front. Calling it off.
As soon as Femi realised they had lead, they said, well, this is a good chance to prevent Chicos from getting points.
Absolutely.
0-0.
So in order to get lead, you must get past all skaters inbounds and upright. Spendy must have done that, but must have got recycled or taken back. And Goose then overtook them, but a lead had already been awarded. We have Damage, Patch, and Bombshell lining up for jamming this time.
Chaos almost clearing the line for Bombshell, but not quite successfully getting the jammer through.
We have Both of them dominating single blockers. Damage getting hit out by Chaos and Bombshell getting hit out by Solid Rage, being recycled all the way back. Damage getting through. We have lead has been awarded to Damage Patch. Bombshell has taken that hat off, either to pass or to try and confuse the blockers. Damage hitting the back of the pack, getting knocked out, but not run back very far. Being very quick to get back on track, using that body of a whip off their own skater to take that outside line and increase the momentum. Last has happened. We now have Chaos getting stuck, getting out the front there, damage hitting the back of the back. Blockers doing some amazing O to get their jammer through.
3 out of the 4 points collected on that final pass by Damage Patch Doll. And again, they've managed to prevent Satsky from scoring 0 points in that jam. Total score now, Dragon Sea Chicos 120, South Sea 85. We have Kilbo Baggins lining up against Fleabag for the Banshees.
So we're getting drawn back there,
Nice work by Slam.
using that run up to their advantage to try and hit the back of the pack. We have Fleabag in the bin, so we have a power jam now. Chicos are all offense and able to help Kilbo get through that pack. And they have picking up lead.
A power jam with being the only jammer on track and lead is a not very nice situation to find yourself in.
So Kilbo coming in for their scoring class here, pushing it out
to disadvantage.
right up the front, hoping to get out of play. Fleabag is back on track, but with a star in their hand. Kilbo getting out the front there.
Really nice work by Slam and Smiles holding your Kilbo for as long as they did.
Fleabag has got through for their initial, and Kilbo is coming up the back of the pack as the oh no, that skater go down. They see no.
So that skater was just on the way to the bin for a distraction penalty and was accidentally run into by another skater who has also been issued a penalty. So both skaters will start in the bin for different reasons at the start of the next jam. Got more online support for the Chicos and especially Baggins. So thanks for your online support, everyone.
Says, what a game. Go Chicos and go Baggins. Should we have a quick look at penalties? Where are we sitting?
No one in any danger of failing out. It's been quite a clean game.
Not even close. They're doing so well. And for
Lots of players with 0 penalties, which is really great skating.
having a very clear game. Rolling whistle is gone and the game is back. Looks like the skater was fine and is now sitting a penalty, the penalty in the bin. Not for the contact, but previously. Had a in the chat. Wow, the Chico's mirror is cute.
I had my blinkers on. I haven't noticed. Thank you.
All right, lighting up.
One touch seven.
Goose.
So a mirror.
AT trying to cut on Spendy, but catching it in time. Goose getting that lead.
Just to clarify, mirror is someone from the team off the track giving instructions to the skaters and mirroring what the bench team is saying.
Spendy is out for their initial, and Goose has hit the back of the pack and is calling it off to stop Goose. Spendy getting end points. Goose picked up 3, bringing Dragon City's total to 130. South Seas at 85.
There really is a lot of visible work going into the games, the people that you might not necessarily see on camera, helping out the team and relaying instructions of whether to call it off or keep skating.
Lining up this time, we have Bombshell versus Damage Touch Dog.
Really quickly,
Using that outside leg and picking up lead.
so quick that it was tough work for our jam referee to chase them down.
We had Bombshell coming up as well, has got their initial and is coming in for a scoring pass. Damage calling it off, hopefully before they could score any.
Speaking of behind,
They did get one though. South Sea got one and Dragon City got two.
no scoring. Speaking of behind the scenes work, I'd like to say thanks to Jen and team for being here super early to set up everything to be able to relay this game to you online.
Absolutely. It must be such a hard job. I just get to sit here and talk. They've done all the hard work.
Absolutely.
All right, lining up for Chicos, we have Kilbo and Fleabag for South Sea. The blockers really locking down them jammers and recycling very fierce. But Fleabag has done it and picked up lead. Kilbo right behind them.
And half a track away and travelling faster and gaining.
Oh, Kilbo going. Apex jump. I don't think they liked it though. They picked up.
3 and 3. Incredible.
3-3.
So that's where all that work on crossovers at training and speed around the apex.
Having the absolute balls to go for it. Well done. For Chicos, we have Goose Lightning, and for South Sea, we have Spendy. Both fighting hard, but Goose getting knocked out, but Spendy pushing very hard at the front there against a strong tripod.
Really spread out pack here.
Being pushed.
Yeah, when the pack spreads out, the blockers are obliged to stay close to the other blockers to maintain a pack of skaters.
Goose has got out though, getting their initial. Spendy has picked up for 4 points, all 4 points. Coming around for their second pass, looking to their bench what to do. Bench said, keep going.
Goose is fighting through the pack. Goose has come across a strong try.
Spendy has got out the front and picked up all 4 points.
And tries for the late get out. Doesn't quite get there.
Oh, trying to be called back, but KO has locked that down for Chaos, but another skater has been able to draw them back. Or KO has hit Spendy. Spendy's been able to stay in. No, they haven't. It wasn't
to add Jana from the Banshees is off to the box.
We have Goose still fighting with them South Sea blockers. Chico's coming back to do a bit of offense to help their jammer out. There it is. And they're through for 4 points.
So he's still in front for the jam.
Coming up as the Chicos do a little bit of offense, trying to keep someone at the back, but Harmon's hit them out and Goose has been drawn back.
Drawn it out, nice and controlled by Harmon.
Bendy is back on track now, heading in for another scoring pass. Getting through as the jam is pulled for a 2-minute time.
So on the final scoring pass, I think that's a 2-point pass to Dragon City. South Sea picked up 4 points on the pass, I think. Just waiting to check that on the scoreboard.
Yeah. So our South Sea has picked up 12 and Dragon City's picked up 4. Lining up to jam now, we have Damage Patrol and Bombshell.
So we now have a 40-point gap, which is, I think, the biggest of the game.
It is.
Dragon City in the lead.
Damage has been awarded lead and is coming through, while Bombshell at the back has taken the hat off to try and push their way through or give it a pass to their pivot. Getting knocked out again and KO.
Patch just stuck in that triangle.
Bombshell has got their way through and is through for their initial pass, putting that star back on their head.
Meanwhile, the Chico's pivot is causing a bit of havoc in the triangle, but still haven't been able to get their jammer through.
Damage calling it off before Bombshell could pick up at any points. 4-0. South Sea at 104 and Dragon City at 144. Sorry,
It was just a 3 point.
It was just a 3 points. I
Didn't have time to see
Yeah, it's too far over there. I just can't
the
see.
jammer.
Never assume.
And they are holding it to the angle to benefit the score trackers because that's the important thing.
That's
Us
right.
referees will, I mean, us commentators will figure it out eventually.
Yeah. Oh no. What are we?
So we're having an official timeout.
South Sea actually picked up 1 point in that jam. Jammer ref coming over to correct the scoreboard. The refs just having a little bit of a chat about it now. Shout out to our refs. We have Corey as head ref, Knickerbocker, Gary, Hypodermic, Mitch Devina, Langtonstein, Beck, and Keller Curls.
So I'm told Blanky's come all the way from Western Australia for refereeing this game.
That's amazing. What commitment.
So nice.
End of official timeout. And we have Kilbo and Fleabag lining up to jam again. We have 1 Chico blocker in the bin, so 3 blockers for Chicos or 4 for South Sea.
Kilbo has clinched a great lead.
They've got their way through, but so has Fleabag. Kilbo is leading, and Fleabag is hot on their tail.
Both work.
Both work. Hitting the back of the pack hard and pulling it off. Hopefully picking up.
Felt that, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. Shot through me. I love it. So 1 point for Dragon City and South Sea picking up nothing, leaving the score at 102 for South Sea, 145 for Dragon City.
Having said that, a couple of high-scoring jams. We've still got 11.5 minutes in the half, so could certainly still be anyone's game.
Lining up, we have Goose and Spendy. Both hitting the back of that pack hard. Spendy getting knocked out by KO and drawn all the way back.
Meanwhile, at the front, Goose is on their knees, and as soon as they stood up, they were able to be awarded a must be upright and inbounds.
Goose is going through.
Gets
Knocked by that blocker, but holding it before Spendy can get any points. Getting 4
That's
points.
a nice block by Freddie Mercury. Just
Spendy snuck
Stop
in 1 point there. And Dragon City picking up 4. South Sea 103, Dragon City 149.
and lining up for the next jam, we have our jammers Damage Patch Doll and Bombshell, and we have 1 skater in the penalty box for South Sea. Oh no, 2 skaters in the box, in fact.
So it's 2 South Sea blockers out there taking on Damage Patch Doll, while Bombshell fights all 4 Chico blockers.
Skaters being
Damage get hit
out on both sides of the track.
through and picking up lead. Bombshell trying to get in front of the pack here
Goes there.
as the South Sea line up for Damage to
Beautiful
pull
block
back
there.
again. Taking that outside line.
Multiplayer penalty being awarded to one of the Chico skaters.
Damage has picked up 4 points, where Bombshell is still at the back of the pack with the jammer hat in their hand. Damage using the risk
Sky pass has been completed and
take that out.
out.
Bolted.
And a penalty to Chaos who's now sitting as the jammer. It's all happening where they
It
talking
is.
about different things. It's all going on at the same time.
And a jammer bounce happening, right? I was watching one jammer, you were watching the other. Damage did a whip off a skate.
Chaos is causing chaos
Absolutely.
along with the other stuff.
Damage is getting through, keeping, not using much of that line. We have 2 Chicos in the bin, so only 2 Chico blockers out there. Damage getting through, picking up 4 points.
Things have settled down just slightly. We can catch up
Less
for a
slightly.
moment until
20
damage patch hits the
Jam,
back
and they've
and
locked
scoring is on.
members down. 2-minute jams are the hardest, and they are pushing so well.
Oh, no,
Damage.
damage patch stood on rushing back onto the track just to give it time.
Conserving the energy. Chaos
That was
picking
lovely.
up all 4 points, and Damage picked up all 4 points as well, bringing the South Seas total for the jam from 4, Dragon City to 8. South Seas total for the gain is 107, and Dragon City's total is 154.
So I
157.
wondered, like they weren't trying too hard at the end of the jam. They were probably both aware that
I
they
think
got to both 4 points already. So no need to keep pushing.
Lining up this time, we've got Kilbo and Fleabag. Kilbo trying to take that inside line, and Fleabag stuck at the back of the pack there with a solid tripod, but going around the outside.
Oh, that was
Inside and
that
picking up
backwards
a
skating. Really bad direction change by Fleabag.
Damage, Kilbo out the front and pushed hard for their initial, coming around the bench now. We have Fleabag has pushed through.
We've got to cut track
Cut track
for our Fleabag.
So this is another jam. Fleabag has lost lead, so it will go on for the full 2 minutes.
You can see Killer is just giving themselves
And Chico is trying to cause some chaos so that Kilgo can get through. Pushing all the way. Chicos have stopped to try and do a bit of a break of the pack. Kilgo getting through for all 4 points.
So a penalty to one of the South Sea blockers for destroying the pack. The skaters must have remained within intention of each other.
Hitting the back of the Chicos. And we have Kilbo at the front. Bit of a split pack. Both jammers fighting. Fleabag getting through for 4 points. Oh. Kilbo getting drawn back again, and Fleabag getting through for another 4 points.
Really using that backwards skating beautifully in this.
That's side surfing. They're doing amazing. Kilbo getting through for 4 points themselves. Fleabag hitting and using that inside line to their advantage, picking up another 4 points. Everybody is fighting ever so hard.
Everybody in section.
Walker's trying. Oh, Fleabag doing full apex jump.
And landing on skate. Incredible.
What a high scoring jam we just had. We had South Sea pick up 16 points, Dragon City picking up 12.
That's by far the highest scoring jam of the day, which is
I
what
think
happens when lead is lost and you get a 2 minute jam.
Yeah.
Some really quality jamming.
Yeah. Still very close though, but Dragon City has drawn out that lead. South Sea at 123, Dragon City at 172. That just jumped up.
Ooh,
So Dragon City
points snuck on there that we
pick up
got.
another 3 points. We have our NSOs discussing something for an official timeout.
May have just been clarifying that score, or are we also clarifying penalties perhaps?
Maybe penalty someone 5. So lining up, we have Goose and Citrus. Both hitting the pack very hard, fighting. Citrus trying to get on that inside and Goose taking it.
Citrus is still in the pack, but does not have a pivot to pass to at this stage. But the pivot is from the penalty box.
Goose is hitting the back of the pack as Citrus just exited. Pulling it off. Getting 1
point
point.
for the Chicos. And
Still a positive. That's all we need.
0 points. So we have just under 5 minutes remaining in the game.
Lining up.
Players showing some good stamina.
Absolutely. God, they're fighting so hard.
Intense level.
Yeah. We have Spendy and Damage Patch lining up to Jan, and we have a full lineup of blockers. She goes locking down Spendy, but getting through. Spendy's used that outside to pick up lead, but Damage is right on their tail. Damage is
Literally with touching distance.
putting the pressure on to try and pull or force a pull off. Spendy not having it and getting through. Damage getting hit at the back of the pack there and recycled, but Spendy pushing out the front against them hard Chico blockers. Damage is through for all 4 points. So is Spendy matching the points 1 for 1. We have a blocker down, but they're straight back up, calling it off.
4 points.
Do we have a point where our penalties sit? So South Sea, we do have chaos on 5. Sorry. Lining up for jamming now, we have Kilbo and Bombshell. Hitting the back of the pack and using that inside line. Kilbo has picked up lead. Spendy, Bombshell,
Bombshell's taken off the star.
that star. And is still trying to push their way through.
Meanwhile, Kilburn is entering the back of the pack and
Kilbo has
look easy.
got through, made it look easy, picked up 4 points. Bombshell is now through themselves, has put the star back on their head and is chasing Kilbo down as quick as they can.
back up to the pivot line. It's a quick moving pack.
We're getting a lot of laps in this game. They're very fast.
Just as I said that, they came to a standstill.
All right.
And the Jammers both picked up some points.
South Sea picking up 2 points and
Chico's picking up 3, I believe.
bringing their total to 7 for the jam. South Sea at 129 and Dragon City at 184. Dragon City has really pulled in front in this half and made them fight for every point. We have Goose and Fleabag lining up to Jan, hitting the back of the pack there. Blockers have every inch of this track covered, making it very hard on these jammers. But Fleabag,
They found a gap somehow.
they found that gap. And Fleabag has picked up lead.
Meanwhile, Goose is chasing them about 2/3 of a track behind.
Fleabag looking that inside line. Who's hitting the back of the pack, using everything they have, but has been drawn back.
Made sure to go all the way back in behind the rearmost blocker. Don't want to get a cut shot.
Well, they did have an advantage on you when you were hit out. Some people will try to trick you. Fleabag has picked up. Surely, Fleabag has picked up another 4 points, but so has Goose.
Have they called it off in time to prevent the other team scoring any points?
We saw Gary doing a bit of a replaying his head.
Having a think about how many points to give the Chico.
Figure out.
Consulting with the other ref.
We've gone for 0.
No points for the Chicos on that final pass.
But had to think really hard about it, checking with the head ref.
Sometimes
Lining up, we have Kilbo and
Nominated.
Citrus. Blockers pulling right back onto that jammer line and trying to give them jammers nothing. Kilbo's been hit out, but has managed to get back on track really quick.
and we have Tristan stuck in a triangle of Chicos at the back.
Kilbo pulling out the front and picking up lead. Citrus still stuck in the back there. fighting against all them Chico blockers as Corbo comes around for their scoring.
First with Citrus at the front of the
Oh,
pack.
tried to do it
Then
in
it's not going to be.
hit by Harm, I think.
Carly
Down at the back.
some fabulous one-on-one blocking. Really
Calamity
making
at the
Citrus work.
Calamity is giving Citrus nothing. The pack has moved up and now Citrus has been recycled.
Getting some offensive help from the Banshees to try and get their jammer through. But the jam has ended.
They have ended it. That blocker fought all and hard.
Having an official timeout, I believe.
It was like Calamity. Calamity had that jammer locked down and was able to recycle them. Well done. So we have an official timeout at the moment. Discussing points by the look of it. Nick has awarded to Alfie.
For jams to happen. Finalising the score. Our jammer referees are scanning over to the score trackers just to check that everyone's happy from that jam.
We have the jammer down there getting up. Maybe there's
thumbs up. It's good. We have a thumbs up.
We do have one South Sea skater
Waiting for that. Oh, whistle, there it is. So that's full time. So final score. Dragon City Chicos 192, South Sea 140. So that was a great game. Well skated by everyone. Thank you to our officials and to everyone that helped make the game happen. And also thank you to our first aid crew who are here today, making sure that everyone is looked after and skating safely. So thank you to Deadly Sports.
So this will push Dragon City into the grand final now. Winning this one, they will be playing off the first and second in the grand final in Dalesford.
There's a lot of smiles going on over there. I think they enjoyed that game. Thanks so very much again. Home, if you're in the stadium, feel free to come to the track to give a high five to our skaters and congratulate them on a well played game. The skaters will skate around and give you a high five or a fist bump if you would like to come and participate.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Alex, with my friend here, Zara. Thank you for having us and goodbye.
One more game to happen today, so hang around.
Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. You and me, we got something special, baby. You and me, you and me. I can think this was never meant to happen. You and me, you and me. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it, baby. Oh yeah, I can't help it. I can't help it, baby. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're thinking,